I still remember the moment the alarm blared across the Crimson Fang's deck, echoing through the metal corridors of our stolen warship. I was on the command bridge, arguing with Scarrow, when the red lights began to strobe like blood in water. At first I thought it was a sensor glitch, but when I saw the look on our comms officer's face, I knew something had gone terribly, irreversibly wrong. "You idiot!" I snarled, turning on Scarrow with fangs bared. "You stole a human child? Now we all die!" His greenish scales paled to a sickly yellow. Even Scarrow, the most bloodthirsty raider in the outer reaches, trembled. Because we both knew what was coming. The humans. And once they came for their child, nothing in this galaxy would stop them. Let me start from the beginning. We are the Korvath, a proud and ruthless species of raiders, scavengers of the star lanes, predators of the weak. For cycles beyond memory, we stalked the shipping routes of the outer reaches, our ships falling upon freighters and colony transports like wolves upon sheep. We had no equal, or so we thought, until the humans arrived. When the humans first emerged into the wider galaxy, we dismissed them. Hairless primates from a death world on the edge of nowhere. Fragile creatures of flesh and blood, with no claws, no scales, no natural weapons. And yet, in the span of a few centuries, they spread like fire through dry grass. Their ships grew larger, faster, deadlier. Their weapons punched through Korvath hulls like claws through soft meat. Worse, they fought with a madness we could not understand. Humans did not just defend their worlds, they pursued vengeance. Relentless, tireless vengeance. We learned to avoid them. Every Korvath knew the unspoken law. Never touch a human child. Not because of mercy. Mercy is for the weak, but because of terror. The terror of what humans would do to those who harmed their young. But Scarrow was too foolish, too hungry for glory. It started as a simple raid, a colony ship, the Hope's Lantern, traveling unescorted through the outer reaches. Easy prey. We boarded it under cover of a radiation storm, slaughtered the crew, stripped its holds. But then Scarrow found the nursery pod, a tiny, squalling thing, a human infant. And instead of leaving it, instead of spacing the creature, he brought it aboard our ship as a trophy. I only discovered this when the alarm sounded. The sensors picked up the first pursuit ship 12 hours after we jumped, a Terran destroyer, sleek, silver, bristling with railguns and plasma torpedoes. It shouldn't have found us so quickly. We had masked our trail, but humans, as we learned, always find their prey. "Drop the child," I hissed at Scarrow. "Leave it, now, before it's too late." But it was too late. By the time we ejected the nursery pod, 3 more Terran ships had arrived. They formed a net around us, driving us toward the gravity well of the broken planet Carthan 4. We tried to run. We tried to fight. We might as well have spat at a supernova. They did not hail us. They did not demand surrender. No. The humans spoke with railgun rounds and focused plasma. Our shields failed within minutes. Our engines buckled. The Crimson Fang, pride of the Korvath raider fleet, was reduced to a crippled hulk, smoldering in orbit above the dead world. But they did not destroy us. Not yet. I watched through fractured vid feeds as they came. Humans in black armor, their visors glowing red, their movements as swift and sure as death itself. They came like a tide, unstoppable, washing through our decks, cutting down those who resisted. Capturing the rest, they boarded. And at the forefront of them was the one they called the Father. He was tall for a human, his face scarred, his eyes like frozen oceans. His armor bore the insignia of the Terran Protectorate, but more than that, it bore the mark of a personal crusade. He came to me as I knelt, shackled and broken. "Where is my daughter?" he asked. His voice was calm, too calm. I tried to speak, tried to explain that we had returned the child, that it had been a mistake. He looked at me, and in that gaze I saw a fury deeper than the void. "You stole her. That is enough." I wanted to beg, to plead, but I knew it would do no good. We had crossed a line no species in the galaxy dared to cross. Part V, The Reckoning. They took us to a Terran war station. Fort Vengeance, the humans called it. There, in the endless black, they held trial. But it was no trial. It was a lesson. The humans broadcast our confessions across the stars. They showed the galaxy the fate of those who dared harm their young. And one by one, my crew was sentenced, not to death, for the humans said death was too swift. They condemned us to the penal moons of Acheron, where we would labor until our bodies broke and our minds shattered. And as they dragged me away, I saw the father cradling his child. I saw the tears on his face, tears of relief, of love, of unimaginable sorrow. It was then I understood. Humans do not fight for glory, or wealth, or conquest. They fight for each other, and that makes them the most terrifying force in the universe. The tale of the Crimson Fang spread like wildfire. No Corvat ship dared target humans again. Other pirate clans whispered of the wrath of Terran parents. Even the great warlords of the Drakari and the Zinthar spoke the name of the father with awe. In the bars of the outer reaches, they still tell the story of the idiot Scarrow who brought doom upon us all, of the child whose cry summoned destruction, of the humans who taught the galaxy the price of harming their young. As I rot upon the frozen moons of Acheron, I write this account for any who might find it. Let this be my last act, a warning to any who would follow the path of the raider. Never steal from humans, never harm their young. Because when you do, they will come for you, and when they come, the stars themselves will burn at their fury.